Hello and welcome to the next episode of FSF PopCast, the review show, the FSF Reviews Stargate. So we're excited to have another episode of Stargate SG1 to talk with you about today. We're going to talk about episode 3 of season 1, which is entitled Emancipation. So any thoughts before we get into a little bit of a review or breakdown?
I was so underwhelmed with this episode, I took no notes.
Really?
It is kind of that first episode where we're like, hey, we're getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah, I did not care for this episode at all.
I will agree. I thought the episode was rather kind of blah. The story was kind of blah, but I also found it interesting in some ways. And we can talk about that more as we go through some of the review. But I thought it was interesting, the comparison between old world style of thinking and laws versus, what Carter and Jackson and O'Neill thought about things of modern time and modern day. So from that aspect, I thought the episode was entertaining. Past that, they did the best they could with what they were given. Let's just put it that way.
And I honestly, the only part of the episode that I was even like, this is kind of fun was
Towards the end?
No,
the conclusion when the credits rolled. Is that what you liked the best?
No, the Carter's outfit change and the guy's reaction to that. That was it. That was the only part that I'm like, oh well, this is kind of fun. The rest of it, I didn't really care.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute, but I did think it was entertaining. O'Neill's reaction, that was funny. So, all right, so and I think I'm going to have this reaction to a lot of the episodes coming up, because this world looks like my backyard, and I live in the Forbidden Zone. So
having been to your house, I can
well, part of
technically I think it's like Vancouver, Canada, but
it is. It's very much the Canadian,
obviously a foreign planet.
Apparently this foreign planet looks very much like the Northern Rockies. So,
which is funny because I think Vancouver is also where they're currently filming, or where they filmed parts of Last of Us.
Yeah.
And so let's take it as being a planet in 1997 to a post-apocalyptic wasteland in 2023. So I'm sorry, Vancouver, you've apparently got so much going for you.
Well, a lot of stuff gets filmed in Vancouver.
I think a lot of Supernatural got filmed there too.
A lot of tax breaks and things, so a lot of things get filmed there. All right, so we start off with them coming out of the Stargate, and
right out of the gate.
Teal'c comments about how this temple was destroyed long ago. And we hear a lot of barking, and because they don't see any humans, but all of a sudden they hear barking, and they see a kid running and being chased by. Apparently, they have German shepherds on this planet, and there was 3 of them. Or they might have been Bellanois, but either way.
That's what I was thinking. Is I'm wondering if they're Bellanois instead, because
they definitely looked a little bit more, I guess, Bellanois instead. But all the same. But they scare the dogs away. They save the kid's life, and all of a sudden, a bunch of people ride up behind them, and they're all really butthurt that there's a woman there.
See, and I was excited, with the puppies. And then the butt hurt, and I'm like, and this episode is done.
They're like, they got so upset that Carter was a woman that they drew swords about it, and they're like, she has to die because she spoke and she looked at us and didn't have her face covered, or whatever all the reasons were. There was at least 2 of those reasons were given as to why Dr. Carter needed to be put down. But and I love that. So O'Neill is killing me in this episode, though, because, and I'm really Richard Dean Anderson is really growing on me as O'Neill. The smarmy sarcasm that comes out of his mouth is just endearing me to him even more and more, because they're like, "Is this a woman?" He's like, "Oh yeah."
Does he make a snarky comment about you're so observant too?
Clearly they're very observant.
Are you watching the episode while we're doing this again, Nick?
Of course
he is. He wants to make sure that I don't jump 15 minutes ahead again.
You know,
it's
somebody's got to
happened.
keep them in line.
Somebody does. It does crack me up though. They grab their swords and O'Neill's like, I've got a gun.
Right?
He's